Hey all listeners, welcome back to more Let's Play Final Fantasy VII. Yes, I haven't felt like recording more, just 2 more hours of it, so we will have been recording that 2 hours plus 1 hour, 3 hours. So we will be recording 5 hours of this, and maybe I will do that each time we record and stuff that maybe, you know, I haven't decided yet. So last time we left off at sitting at her house, Aerith's house, which is good. The question I always have is, those eyes that she has, does she have that because she is an ancient, or does it have to do with her having holy materia? Is the main question, of course. So yeah, I'm currently moving over the clips from the other thing, which is just 4 clips basically. Because that's what you're getting 1 hour basically, just 4 clips. Or it's just slightly above 1 hour, so yes. We're going to be loading this file here, and last time we left off we also got cow materia, and this is still the same day, by the way, it's still Friday and stuff. It's getting pretty late now, so but of course it's weekend, so they might not go to bed super early, you know, so yeah, we will see. So that's our server right now, and we did grind a lot of limit break actually on her in the actual search itself, so she probably needs to use healing wind, I guess, 1 or 2 more times, I think, before we get sea level. Bodyguard immediately forward again, blah blah blah, thank you and the limit, and you know, you can say that she's a girlfriend, which, you know, gives points to tifa, I think it is, and yeah, that's or this thing no way give Aerith points. I'm not going to give her points, you know. Well, because technically at this point Kira doesn't consider Tifa girlfriend because, you know, they're childhood friends, you know. Just because you're a childhood friend doesn't mean that that's your girlfriend, you know. I think that's the more correct answer, you know. And the question is, are you even going to have options to choose, or are they going to decide what happens in the story? Because that's something I'm worried about in the remake, that you won't have choices because they're trying to make it like cinematic. So maybe like, imagine if the choices are fixed so that he would always say the one thing, but then what if you never played that way? Like, what if you always said like, oh yeah, Tifa is my girlfriend, you know? What if in the remake he only says the thing that, you know, Tifa is not, you know? But yeah, so you get some rest here, and here you don't want to run because then she wakes up. And you know, if you also walk on a certain plank, then that happens as well. And this bed reminds him of the bed he had in his old home, and that's what his mom looks like. The weird thing is, of course, is when you get back there, his mom is not there, of course, because his mom died in the fire. And you cannot actually read that note yet, anyway. Yeah, so then you walk here. You don't want to walk too far down because then, you know, of course you can scare her, which I think give minus points if we do this. I thought the Turks came back, get some rest. But I don't know if it gives negative points each time, because then you could technically grind up negative points by doing that over and over. But yeah. So do this, and now we can leave here. I'm just gonna check one thing here. Yeah, the weapon, no, the stack doesn't change, nope. One by a few more grenades actually. We got 22 grenades, I think should be enough. And the thing doesn't happen yet because he's still gonna be in bed. See, he's still in bed. And the thing is though, after the plate crashes down, that's when you wanna go back there. You're up bright and early. Are you done? Yeah, she takes you there, yeah boy. But it's good, you know, she will take you there, which is great. No, she's only level 11 though. I just checked so it didn't zoom in. This is a bit hard, I shouldn't have gone that far with the controller there. Yeah. So now of course I'll heat up. But I want to rush to one market actually. I'm not going to be grinding encounters right now. That's not nice. Oh, actually, I want to grind just the limit break here. Because this thing hits hard. I'm just using Claudia just to be safe. Because it does hit very, very hard. And it's a pretty decent way to get Claude's limit break also. But you see, Claude's fills up so much slower than Tifa's, or... I think I'm gonna try and kill it now because I think I only needed one more. I'm gonna actually grenade it though. And I think... yeah. I did calculate to be right. I don't know exactly what HP. I'm going off kind of by memory because you kind of want to memorize high response of enemies. Blah blah. Take her home because that makes her mad, because that gives negative points with her. I can really stay here. I always thought about Kate's it when I saw that. And that it's like a cat, you know, rank in soldier first class, same as him. Then you know more about that character in Crisis Core. I kind of wish that Lobos would actually play through Crisis Core, because Crisis Core is a very good way to tell a story. Because I mean, the thing that's really making it worth it is that you find out how Claude got the Buster Sword, and just, you know, why he is the way he is. You know, like, it's just to make you understand the story even more. Because Lobos doesn't care much about story, you know, yeah. So yeah, we're gonna do this first, blah blah blah, just so you get to know about Tiff here, blah blah blah. Do Hexen again, a cook ham grill, and that actually gives you points with tifa, which is a bit bad. But yeah, and now that you know that, you wanna talk here. No, oops, not yet. Oops, I did wrong. Have to go here first. Turbo Man, blah 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 blah. And then you find out that you have to be a grill to get in there. The thing is that if you play with the speed increase, you won't be able to get there. You will actually miss the item. The key item you can get in the honeybee in if you have the speed thing on. Which is very bad. But you can get the baddest wig, like you can get the worst wig. And you can still do it even if you don't get a certain other thing. But yeah, so normally you don't actually need 4, you only need 3 technically. The thing is, because I fought one will drop after a certain boss, I fought Mithril Armlet will drop. But the main problem with that is, if you don't get 4 right now, then that means that you won't be able to grind up stuff. Yes, you lose Aerith pretty early on. Which of course means that you can use her Mithril Armlet, I believe, once you lose her. So we're only going to be going for 3 right now. Let's see, we need to get one more Ethan we can sell, boom. And then I'm not the person that sells weapons ever, you know. Because, you know, that always feels like something that you do if you're really, really bad at games, like if you can't afford stuff without selling stuff. So there we go, now we have bought Mithril Armlet and and now what we can do is we do this, boom, and we can equip her with ice, and now we have ice all, yay, and we have restored later on her as well to buff up her stats. Which is nice, very nice. And yes, she wants to restore herself, because if Claude uses restore on her, then that gives you point with her. Yeah, she has 32 magic right now, when Claude has like 36. Of course, he only has 2 things that give you points into magic, so he will need a 3rd, but he doesn't need any more magic than that. Cover is, of course, that has a 20% chance to happen, and it's with 30 plus 1, then it's 40% to happen, then it's 60, 80 and 100% to happen when you have cover mastered. And cover does need not that much to level up to first level, and cover actually has a certain use later on in the game. You want something, yeah. He is still working on the thing he's actually making, but he doesn't tell you about it, but basically, yeah. And now you can actually already start getting the stuff you need. So first we go in here, what is it? Yes. The thing is, you don't need to get all the good stuff in order to get into Don Corneo, like a lot of people think, you know. blah blah blah, sit down, blah blah. I'm gonna take something special, but I'm gonna take a Korean barbecue plate because that's probably what I would order in real life. Because I've known that Korean barbecue is probably amazing and I've never had it. So, you know, it sounds amazing. It was alright. And that gives you the pharmacy coupon. You run into here, you get digestive. I think it's actually kind of wrong translated because I did digestive. You might think that that's like cookies, right? The digestive cookies, like the ones that they have in Britain, like the digestive cookies. No, but the reason why it's called digestive is because she's basically puking, like she's puking in here or something like that. It looks like she's puking. What herb give her medicine? Yeah. And of course, because you know, this like the thing is basically a medicine for you know, for throwing up blood. You get sexy cologne, yeah boy. Not that it's cologne and not like perfume, but you know, yeah. And then we want to do this right here. Yes. By the 1 for 200 gil. Of course, if you had a hard time affording that, then I don't know what you're doing wrong. I actually had a hard time affording it the first time I played the game, because the first time I played the game, of course, it was kind of one of my first role-playing games that I ever played, even though technically I did play once on Amiga 500 and stuff like that, but yeah. Her attack percentage is actually very, very good with the material rod, to be honest. Also her Gauss stick is also pretty good at the attack percentage. This is basically your crit chance. And yeah, this is a very, very nice hotel really. If you think about the Walmart, it's actually pretty luxury. All things considered, you know. It's a pretty nice bathroom. It has a lot of toilet paper there for some reason. You know, and then you have beds in here, which look pretty nice. You know, I definitely think that this is in that looks very, very cozy. This looks very, very good for being mid-guard, to be honest. You know, like the beds look pretty decent. These beds do at least. These ones look a bit rough, like, you know. So that, but yeah. It's definitely going to be cool to see, you know. Like, I'm definitely hoping that all the buildings that are in, or at least going to be in the remake, so that they don't all of a sudden go like, oh yeah. Got it. And then, sadly, he doesn't sell you the stuff yet. Yeah. Which is a bit bad, like, but when you come here later you can actually buy more, you can actually buy cover material here. Which I believe is the only place where you buy cover material early on at least. You know, which is pretty good. And let's speak here, members card, boom. Now we're going to speed down there, we go and then we turn off the speed here now, blah blah blah, cool, so hurry, blah blah blah. And I want to choose the top room because that gets you the regular briefs. And otherwise you get the bikini briefs, and for some reason they always recommend you get the normal briefs because it's probably that bikini briefs is revealing too much for some reason, which is weird. So yeah, blah blah blah. I'm gonna take this so I can get the bikini briefs instead. The thing is though that if you play with the speed on, the thing is you actually need to talk to one of the person before they leave the room, and they will leave the room too quickly if you have the speed on, because then you won't receive the item in time if you don't talk to the character, you know, so yeah. So begin. This is so good, and you get all the people from the gym here. I don't know. This is probably some Mookie, what's up? Smile, smile, smile. This basically reminds me of a certain like music group or whatever they're called. You know, a gay music group and everything, you know. It's just that these guys are all about like muscles, but like very, like very little, like training harder than going on vacation and being sweaty and all that stuff. These things, I'm out here. Looks like I'm always going to be increasing crisis all my life. Heel pant. Don't be so embarrassed. Listen up, Bobby. Heel pant. That's what all sweating does here. And you have to think about, if they would include this scene, basically what happens here is the camera will scroll up. They're basically removing all of Cloud's clothing, Bobby, so you're in a 3-minute type of hip pant. Wow, would you look at that? Like, because, you know, like Cloud is pretty ripped. Probably. And this looks hilarious here, watching this. His hair. And you can actually move him around here. I didn't actually know that first, you know. 10, 9, hip up, how old are you? 20. I have a trip planned to the cabin, you know. That is so lonely. It's a bit almost like it's, you know, like, you know, I don't know. But I guess, like, I'm guessing if you think about the thing is, you might think, oh, it's a rape scene or whatever, like Cody